Hello folks and welcome inside Rink C here at our final game here, Provincials at this rink. One more over on Rink D, that'll be the U18AA final, but here is the U18A final, the Metro East Inferno Fire and the Quad County Whitecaps Teal in a battle for supremacy in the U18A Female Nova Scotia Hockey League final. My name is Troy Langstaff, thanks for joining me here on High Button Sports. Like I said, the final game here on Rink C, it's been a very exciting week, but we're down to two teams that played each other yesterday, and it was a 4-1 win for the Whitecaps, and they'll look to replicate that success that they had yesterday here in the final. Whitecaps, of course, in the white, heading left to right, and the Inferno with their navies heading right to left. Carried in by Kirsten McLeod. McLeod on the far boards, trying to work it back to the point. No one there. Whitecaps poking at it. There's Lauren Smith. Smith will carry it in behind her own net. Lindsay McDonald getting the start for the Fire, and then in front of you there, number 31, Gracie May McIsaac. Far boards, back up to the line. That trickles underneath the stick of McDonald and out of the zone, who tries to fire it right back in, but goes into the shin pads of Hook's horse. A minute and a half into this one, should be a good one. Both teams had one loss during round robin play, so no one trying to keep a perfect record alive. But it doesn't matter, you gotta have one good game here in the final. You've done your work up until this point. Gotta play your best game. Here's Copley, far side, trying to work it down low, gets pushed off the puck. That goes cross ice into the near side corner now. Inferno trying to work it up. There was Marr in the battle for it on the half wall. That gets sent around. Scotland looking to meet it. Puck gets sent back in below the goal line. Far side corner, centering feed in between a couple of skates right through the slot area. Back to the line. Held in for a moment by Tara Cox. Puck still in front of us here. A battle for it in front of the Inferno bench. Finally gets loose. Both teams will make a couple changes here. Sent all the way down the ice. That goes off the boards back into the neutral zone. A little bit of time here for Nellie O'Coin to make a decision. McLeod swipes at it. Get it right back off the boards. Too far in front of her. Poked at. We'll send that the length of the ice. Icing waved off though as it caught a deflection. Looking to play that out in front. Chance from the near side post, but covered up there by McIsaac. 2 minutes and 50 seconds into period number one. We had a low-scoring game in our last one in the U15AA final. It was 3-0, but we had two empty net goals in that one. Whitecaps looking to start on the breakout. Down the far side, a little bit of room there. Gets stick knocked out of her hands, and a penalty upcoming here against the Inferno. Going to be a slashing call upcoming to number 3, Sydney Birch. Or no, it won't be. It'll be number 10, my apologies there, Emily McLeod. So an offensive zone draw upcoming here for Quad County, looking to make quick work of their first power play chance. Seen a lot of close games here on Championship Sunday. Let's hope we got another good one here. Two teams, like I said, come in 2-1-0 during round robin play. They played each other yesterday, a 4-1 win for the Whitecaps. Carried in by Hook's Horse, fires a shot off of some shin pads, looking to follow it up as Carly Beaton, but overskates it. And that gets sent the length of the ice by Mia Lace Smith. Far side, passed over here now for Beaton. Beaton will carry it in, throw it around the boards. Addison DeMont in the far corner there to meet it. That goes right by Scotland and through the neutral zone. Lauren Smith with lots of time, already 1 minute gone. And the penalty to Emily McLeod for slashing. Carried down the far side by Beaton. She'll send that in around the boards. Pushed up against the wall here, looking to kill some time is McLeod. 45 seconds left to go in the penalty kill. 10:41 left to go in the first period. Here in the U18A final. That puck does not look like it's coming loose anytime soon. There's 5 players in that corner digging at it. You got 3 Whitecaps, 2 Metro East skaters, and finally it comes loose, but I think the Inferno will take that all day long as that was knocked down by a high stick, but skating onto it are the Inferno. Abigail McLeod will skate it below the goal line, trying to fend off a couple skaters. Ready to step into the box is Emily McLeod. Just a couple seconds left to go. She steps out, back to 5-on-5. Not really much doing there on that power play for Quad County. That gets worked up the wall for a moment. Knocked down, but skated onto by Abby McLeod. McLeod down the far side, will spin, drop it off at the point. One-timer taken as that trickles in and snatched out of the air there by Gracie May McIsaac. It was a good read, and Abby McLeod came and wired that one in. So face-off coming to the left of McIsaac. Quad County now 0 for 1. On their first opportunity here in the slot, a couple nice moves to the backhand. Here's Reed. Reed's gonna fire a shot and that'll bounce in on McIsaac, who will cover it up for another whistle. Face-off one played over straight to the boards. Going to be sent around. Ashley Paul there to meet it. We'll chip it out of the zone. Thrown right back in by McDonald. Here's Smith with it. We'll feed it around the boards. Cameron looking to carry it out. Back to the point it comes. Thrown on net by Marr. A little wrist shot from the top of the circle by Haley Reed. Goes into a couple bodies. A much shorter bench here for Quad County compared to the Inferno. Just looking down at my roster sheet. Lauren Smith hasn't been a factor all tournament long, so can't imagine that it'll make a difference here in this one. Here's McInnes. McInnes gonna circle it all the way around, fire a shot into the stick of Lindsay McDonald, and she'll jump on that for a whistle here. 8:35 to go in the first period. Quad County Whitecaps finished first in the North Division during the regular season, went 13-1-1. On the other side, the Inferno went 10-4-4, finished second in the South. They were both tied for second during the playoffs. They had identical 6-2-0 records and identical 2-1-0 records here at Provincials, both making the championship game. That's sent on net by McInnes. Goes wide. Far side corner. Bobbles through the circle. Looking to play it out. Some good defensive work there by DeMont. That gets played across the Inferno blue line as they look to make a change. Off the far boards. There's DeMont again, looking to poke it forward in the neutral zone for Birch. Birch is able to get that in. McInnes with a defensive stick, now worked up the boards. That goes underneath the stick of Carly Beaton as Lace Smith will chase after it, back in her own zone. Around the boards it goes. There's Addison DeMont looking to play it up, sent right back into the offensive zone here by the Whitecaps. A bouncing puck at the top of the circles. Turnover forced here by Quad County. They'll play it back to the blue line. We'll drop it once again. Here's Lauren Smith. We'll cut through, top of the circle now. Another nice move to the backhand. Can't get it through some skates. It's still loose. To the near side it comes, but the Inferno will take over. Just spinning and firing that on net was Lauren Smith. Played to the line. Smith again with it, able to hold it in the zone. That gets fed across. Over to get it is Beaton. Clyde sticks with DeMont. And below the goal line. Puck comes loose for Quad County. Looking to center that as it looked like one of the defenders was creeping in. Might have been Haley Cameron, but nevertheless, the puck comes back out in the neutral zone. Played off the near side wall. Inferno are able to get it back out the other way as Abigail McLeod fires that off the shin pads of one of the Quad County players. Gets it right back and dumps it in. Far side now, thrown off the boards, and that's going to go for an icing here against Quad County with 6:15 to go in the first period. Still looking for our first grade 8 chance of this one. Scotland in at the draw against McInnes. Played over to the boards below the goal line now. Whitecaps looking to break it out. Lots of speed. Here's Casey McInnes. McInnes still with it down below the goal line. End-to-end rush here. Can she get anything out of it? Back to the top of the circle as that shot sent in on by Cox. Played out in front off the stick of McDonald. That goes off the far boards. Fired out by Haley Reed. A little bit of time here for Tara Cox, but not that much as Olivia McCausland is in on the forecheck for Metro East. Behind the net that goes O'Coin. We'll skate it out and chip it up the boards, and that's going to go for an icing here again against Quad County, this time 5:27 to go. Take a look at how these two teams got here in terms of their provincial play so far. For Quad County, they opened up with a 2-1 loss to Valley back on Thursday, and then responded with a solid performance, a shutout, 3-0 shutout win over the Quad County Whitecaps black side. And then yesterday, of course, mentioned it earlier, a 4-1 win over this Metro East team. And for Metro East, started out with 2 straight wins, 2-1 and 3-1 over the Whitecaps black, and then the Valley Wild, and then that game yesterday here against the Teal side. Lost 4-1. Got the lead down to just 4. And now down to just 2 as that's off the side of the net. Trying to fire that in from below the goal line. Might have been Ashley Paul. There's Paul again. Inside that far circle. Gonna sling that on net. Goes into the near side corner. Down low it goes. Whitecaps still in the forecheck as Copley swiped at it, but didn't quite make it to her. Long shot, scores! The Whitecaps are going to open it up off of a long shot by Lauren Smith at the top of the near side circle. The Whitecaps lead. So Lauren Smith with a beauty of a shot. It looked like to her, caught her by surprise, just kind of slung it on net and hoped for the best, and ended up finding the back of the net in behind Lindsay McDonald. Below the goal line it goes. The Inferno with a little bit of ozone time here. That worked back to the point. A bit of space here for Lace Smith, who will fire that down low. Collected in the corner, worked out in front, but knocked away there by Quad County. Look to turn it up ice here. Backhanded up by Hooksource, but only goes as far as the blue line. Now gets as far as center, sent in by McLeod. Far side now, jumping up on it is DeMont. We'll fire that in below the goal line, around the boards. Here's Lauren Smith, our goal scorer. In the corner, being pushed up against the boards by Mylene Hache. Now played up right to the blue line. Gets out of the zone at least here. Lace Smith trying to fire it back in. Far side it goes. Carried up by the Whitecaps. There's Carter. Still with it. Feeds it out in front. Loose puck for a moment. Trying to shovel it back down low. Off the end boards. Here's Lace Smith collecting. 3 1/4 left to go in the first. Lace Smith still with it. Scotland in there as well, hovering around. Whitecaps not letting the Inferno get inside the zone right now. That hops underneath the blade of McCausland, and too many skaters on the ice, I believe, is what we are going to be called for. The player jumping on touched the puck immediately. So a penalty here for the Inferno. We'll see who's going to serve it. It's going to be number 12, Haley Cameron. So a power play first of the game upcoming for the Inferno. Looking to even things out one here before the end of the first period. Whitecaps able to clear it immediately off the draw. Julia McPhee gonna feed it up the boards, goes in between the skates of Metro East forward. We'll try this again from behind their own net. Off the boards up for Caitlin Lee. Lee gets it across. Abigail McLeod into the far corner. Will stop up. Centering feed goes off the pad. Shot on goal. Blocker saved there by McIsaac. Off the stick of Kirsten McLeod. Long shot, almost found a way through, but that's going to be cleared the length of the ice by the Whitecaps. Sent off the boards, and now it's a race for it. Icing waved off, actually, so a little bit of time here for Lee. Lee in a battle for it in the corner. Just still a minute left to go in the power play. Dangerous chance, shot on goal, went off the pad of McIsaac. Down low. Trying to settle it down. There's Lee. Lee with the backhand feed in the middle, intercepted and cleared to the blue line. Hops over the stick of McLeod. Sent in by McDonald as the Inferno will get some changes in. 1:25 left to go in the period. 30 seconds left to go on the too many skater penalty against Quad County. They're just going to wait for the Inferno to get in the zone. Maybe a dangerous play, but smart, and then it kills off some time, not forcing the puck up ice, but now you got to get it out of your own end. 15 seconds left to go in the kill. Haley Cameron serving the penalty for the Whitecaps. That gets played to the line, held in by the Inferno. Along the ice it goes by McLeod. Stepping out of the box here is Cameron, and we're back to 5-on-5. Both teams 0 for 1 on the advantage. Whitecaps trying to send it out. Electing to just carry it down the far side is Smith. Smith near side circle now, makes a move to the backhand. Centers it out in front, goes off a skate, loose for a moment and poked away. 34 seconds left to go in the period. Smith all the way to the far line, able to keep it in for a second and chip down low. Worked around the boards and sent the length of the ice by the Inferno, and that will go for an icing here with 15.7 left to go in the first period. It's eerie how similar all these championship games are turning out to be. They're all low scoring. I think I've yet to see a game that the winning team has scored more than 3 goals, and I think every time there's been a game where the winning team has had 3, they've had at least 1 or 2 empty netters. Looks like Scotland takes a spill on just inside her own zone, back to her feet, with a big smile. And the clock will run out here on the first period. 15 minutes have gone, and it is the Whitecaps with a 1-0 lead off the goal by Lauren Smith. We'll be back in a minute or two for second period action here in the U18A final. You're watching on High Button Sport. Moments away from puck drop here in period number 2. 1-0 Quad County. Lauren Smith with the lone goal. A seeing eye shot from the top of the circle. Found a way past Lindsay McDonald. Been a pretty even game so far. About 30 more minutes to go. Potentially some overtime. 2 of the 3 games that have been played here on Rink C today have gone to overtime. It's the first 2 games of the day. And that goes off a leg and right in on goal. And McIsaac able to get the left pad there. Not necessarily actually having to move over, but just good positioning there as that hit the shin pad of the defender. And right in on goal. So dangerous chance there as the Inferno are looking to maybe get a lucky bounce and tie things up here at 1. But icing charged here against the Whitecaps. Just 33 seconds into the second period. Again, my name is Troy Langstaff, and you're watching the U18A Provincial Championship game on High Button Sports. Championship Sunday, best day of the tournament whenever it rolls around, and it has been an unreal day, that's for sure, as the Whitecaps trying to get out there in transition. Lots of speed there on the back check by Julia McPhee, able to win the race to it. Now here's McLeod, skating it across the line, gets a backhand across. Can't quite get the shot off, that's Hache. We'll carry it all the way around. Up the wall, and now a penalty upcoming against Quad County. That's played out in front, that didn't miss by much. Racing to the bench here is McDonald for an extra attacker, and always the case, as soon as the goalie gets to the bench, the whistle is blown. And it looks like, I think I saw a signal for head contact there, so Metro East back to the power play for the second time this game. We're unsuccessful on the first attempt. So it looks like it's Ren Matheson, end of the box. Second power play of the game here for the Inferno. Able to control off the face-off, feeding that out in front. That goes off the skates of McPhee, able to hold it down to the half wall here for McLeod. McLeod trying to get a shot off, goes off a couple bodies, far side, high shot. Just over top of the net it goes. Kirsten McLeod with the rip there. Near side, awaiting, trying to feed it down in front. Takes a hop off of the stick of O'Coin and trickles in on McIsaac. Gracie May McIsaac has made some excellent saves off of deflections that have been right in close. Only 26 seconds gone, and the penalty to Matheson. Another long shot, rebounded tight, trying to bang it away. I don't know how that didn't find the back of the net on that far post. To the top of the circle here, trying to get the one-timer off to, it's no good there. No idea how that puck stayed up. Oh, that was Caitlin Lee on the back door. Lee's gonna get it on the far line. Gripping in a little bit of space, looking to take a wrist shot, fires it off the shin pads of O'Coin. Still loose here for the Inferno, swiping away near side, and now the Inferno are gonna take a penalty as tripped right in the slot there. It's actually gonna be a hooking call here against Mylene Hache. So that'll do it for the power play, and faceoff's gonna come all the way back into the Metro East zone. So we'll have some 4-on-4 for just over a minute and 1 second to be exact, and then Matheson will step out, and then a half power play for the Whitecaps. That goes off the boards, and now Scotland's gonna win the race to the puck. What can she do with it here below the goal line? We'll spin around, try to feed it out front on the backhand, but that was blocked. Sent up the boards, pinching in is Abby McDonald. Far side, Scotland, a little bit of time here. We're gonna fire a slap shot in. Puck came out off the rebound of McIsaac, who jumped on that quickly as one of the Inferno skaters, that was Kristen Hagen, was hovering around that slot area. Carried up here by the Whitecaps. Another 30 seconds of 4-on-4 as that one didn't miss by much. Got a piece of a stick and went wide. Down below the goal line, here's Hookshorst. Lots of speed here as Abby McDonald through the neutral zone down the right side. Gonna fire a shot. Got a piece of a defender and went in behind the net as the Inferno make a change. Jumping onto the ice now is Abby McLeod. Out of the penalty box comes Matheson, and now a power play for the Whitecaps for 50 seconds and change. Being told to ice it is Hagen, and now she'll get it down. Carried through the neutral zone. That's going to be sent right back in by the Inferno, a bouncing puck. McIsaac getting a piece of it. 30 more seconds of power play time as Hache's in the box for hooking. And the Inferno again doing a good job of sending at the length of the ice. McLeod wanted a change, but door wouldn't open, so she stays on. Short-handed chance maybe upcoming here for the Inferno. Top of the circle, wrist shot taken right into the gut there of McIsaac, who will hold on for a whistle with just 4 seconds left to go. And the penalty to Hache. Puck is dropped, and that'll do it for the rest of the Inferno penalty. Neither team yet to capitalize on the power play. Lots of time left in this one. 10:40 left to go in the second period. Still 1-0. Cutting her way through the neutral zone and getting knocked down is Olivia Copley. Wanting a penalty, as do the Whitecaps fans up in the far viewing area, seating area, whatever you want to call it, stands if you will. This one gets in behind Emma McLean, who's now in a race for it. Jumping up quickly is Emily McLeod on the Inferno. In on the forecheck. Helena Sen in there, reaching her stick after it. Here come the Whitecaps, maybe a chance. Bit of speed here on the near side for McInnes. Got some room to shoot, and she scores! Able to get it underneath the arm of McDonald, and the Whitecaps have a 2-0 lead. So Casey McInnes, our most recent goal scorer for the Whitecaps Teal side, as that's sent right into the Whitecaps bench. Goes right off the backup goalie Alexis Ewing's dome. Face off, gonna come back inside the Inferno end. .9:59 here to go in the second period. 2-0 for Quad County. Goals by Lauren Smith and Casey McInnes. Abby McDonald spinning away from a forechecker, being told to skate from the bench. Thrown across by Emma McLean. Picked up by Beaton far side, who's just gonna dump it in. McDonald with it. Fires it off the far boards. McCausland is there. Backhand pass off the board, skated onto by Reed. Reed just gonna launch that one around the boards. All the way to the near side it comes as McDonald's already backing up. Gonna get that in the neutral zone and send it right back in as the Inferno will make a couple changes here. Some time here for Emma McLean. Dish that into the middle. Here's Hook's Horse with a little bit of space. Gonna fire up for a slap shot, or wind up for a slap shot. Fire. A slap shot from just inside the blue line, however you want to call it. It was saved by Lindsay McDonald. 9:05 to go in the second period. Out of the zone it goes and skated onto here by Lee. Lee down the right side, backhand sauce into the middle. Shot taken, goes wide, lead near side post. Trying to put that between the legs, maybe it looked like, but play is blown dead. Looks like the net has come off in behind McIsaac. But a good rush there and right idea by Lee just to get that across. Put it right on the stick of Eileen Hache, who fired the shot wide. Back to the point, here's DeMont. Gonna fire a wrist shot, goes into the shin pads of McLean. Played back up the wall, off the boards. Lee able to hold it in, get it back down the half wall. Shot from the far near side, actually. It was almost deflected by Hache. Right in tight. Don't know if there's enough room to maybe get it over the pad. That's sent in on goal. Lee's stick is all tied up in the slot area. Down below the goal line now. Carried out by Hache. And play's going to be blown dead again. And it looks like the net once more is off in behind McIsaac. Back to the line now, shot taken. Trying to get a piece of it there was Hache and maybe stop it and fire a harder shot from in that slot area. That gets knocked out of the zone, delayed offside here against Quad County. Just over 8 minutes to go in the second period. DeMont will send that in, but an icing as she was a few feet from inside her own end, her own half rather. Face-off coming to the right here of Lindsay McDonald. Shovel up the boards here by McLeod. Able to knock it into the neutral zone. Push right up against the boards. That goes off his stick as Birch skates into the corner. Falls down. Jordan Judry's in there as well. Back at the blue line now. Settled down by McPhee. Can't get the shot off as it's skated onto by Lauren Smith. Smith is going to hold it in the corner. 7.5 to go here in the second period. Sent around the boards. Copley there to meet it. Pinching in from the line there was McLeod. And in the near side corner, here's Cox. Gonna be sent across. McLeod pinches onto it. Good battle in the far corner, just to the left of the Zamboni doors. Sent across the line. Here's McPhee, some time. Gonna cut back to the outside, fire a shot as it gets all the way in on McIsaac. It will hold on. Not letting out a rebound. Some got offensive zone time here by the Metro East Inferno Fire, but not getting much towards that net on that last shift. Face-off controlled here again by the Inferno. Scotland can't get the shot through that crowd. Coin now, gonna carry it around. That goes off the shin pad of one of the Inferno players and out into the neutral zone for Marr. Marr's gonna dump that in. Coin will ring it around the boards. Skated onto by Scotland. Carried out by the Whitecaps. A little bit of speed here through the neutral zone as that's McInnes. Making a couple moves around her own players too. Dumps it in. McDonald. Around here, Scotland. Looking to go back the other way now in a battle for it in the corner. Work below the goal line. Carried out. Backhand pass up the boards. Not very hard as that goes off the stick of McInnes and up into the netting. Face-off's gonna come out of the Inferno zone here. 5:41 to go. That puck comes out. Now it's a race for it here. McPhee skating onto it. Gonna fire that on net. Goes wide. Just about caught this a piece of the stick of Lee on the far side. Now Lee on the back check as the Whitecaps look to work it out. Backhand pass now into the middle as Hache trying to force a turnover as it's sent in. Ren Matheson back to collect. Spent some time in the penalty box earlier. Neither team, like I said earlier, has yet to capitalize on the power play. Couple of even strength goals back to the line. Here's McDonald. We'll feed it back down the wall now in front. Chance here, loose puck. A couple shots there in tight is Hache. Puck's still loose apparently. Everyone but one skater is within 4 feet of that crease. And now it comes loose. The Whitecaps getting away with one there. And now play's gonna be blown dead here. We have some lost change or whatever it is out front of this. Whitecaps bench. Some screws and stuff. Trying to do some repairs on the bench it looks like, but we'll clean up a little bit of mess here. Face-off's gonna come outside of the Quad County zone. Again, 2-0 Whitecaps. The Teal team, the Quad County Whitecaps Teal, as the Whitecaps Black were also in the tournament. Didn't make it to the championship game, of course. Goals by Lauren Smith and Casey McInnes. Right off the draw, played into the zone. Trying to hold it here is... It was DeMont that couldn't keep it. Now to the far corner goes McInnes. Trying to work it through the slot area. Off the boards and clears, and now a foot race for it. Here's Lee down the right side. Gonna slow up in the corner and wait for some support. To the top of the circle, spinning and shot, a low one as it's jumped on there by McIsaac. Into the corner it goes, trying to work it back up the wall of the Inferno, just looking to get it out of the zone. Now it gets there. All alone back here is number 7, Nellie O'Coin. We'll send it right back in. Whitecaps able to get some changes in. Taken up by Dumont now. Dumont looking to skate it out of the zone, gets it to center. Couple players take a spill here in front of the Inferno bench as they battle away for it. Puck work down low, controlled here by Quad County. Sent around the boards, Beaton can't collect on the far side. Thrown right back in by Lace Smith. Back up the boards, there's Lace Smith there again. Pushing the boards by Beaton. Now carried out by Quad County. Pass across ice, hops off the blade of Hook's horse and sent right back in by the Inferno. Delayed offside right now against Metro East, but they were making the change anyways, so have to clear. 2 3/4 left to go, and Scotland just nearly forcing a turnover outside the offensive zone line. Carried in by Quad County. Looking to get another here as knocked down as Tara Cox is the Quad County bench wanting a call. I wouldn't have been surprised if one had come there. Now here's Reed. Reed down the right side. Fires a shot off the shin pads of O'Coin. Far corner. Scotland steps up. Gets by her. Back to the blue line. Long shot taken. Slowed down. Went into the body of one of the Whitecaps players. Two minutes left to go in the second period, and that's going to be sent all the way down, and we'll go for an icing here against the Quad County Whitecaps Teal. You're watching the U18A Provincial Championship game on High Button Sports. The Metro East Inferno Fire taking on the Quad County Whitecaps Teal, a rematch of yesterday's game, final game of the round robin, a game that the Whitecaps, needed to win to move on to the final, and they did just that, a 4-1 victory over Metro East. And they're out to a solid lead here again, 2-0. Again, they say it's the worst lead in hockey. If you know, you know. If you don't, well, you don't. That puck is not moving from that corner. Clock's still rolling. Minute 20 left to go in the period. Puck always comes loose. Wonder how long they would let it go there until they blow the whistle, because that was a long time, and again pinned up against the boards. Finally comes loose here as the Inferno look to skate it out. Here's McLeod. Chip it off the boards. A little bit too far as it's sent back the other way by Lauren Smith, one of our 2 goal scorers. Far line now, chance for Lee here, too far in front of her as she gives the goalie, McIsaac, a little bit of a snow shower there before getting shoved over. .2 seconds to go here in the second period, and the Inferno have yet to get one by Gracie May McIsaac. Face-off coming to the right of her. One cleanly back to the line here by the Inferno. That shot goes into a skate, the stick of Abby McDonald. Now worked down the near side with speed by Brooklyn Carter. Still with it in the corner now. Trying to play it out front, gets stopped right on the near side post by Hache. Skated around, there's McDonald. We'll play it back the other way for McLeod. McLeod going to spin away from 1-4 checker into the far corner. Copley there. A little bit of space here. Has to work quickly as 2 Inferno players jump on her, and that's deflected off their sticks and up into the netting with 14.7 to go. Certainly enough time for maybe a rush for the Inferno, but got to win the face-off and get things moving quickly. If not, the Whitecaps will get a chance here as they control off the draw as that's sent in, and a stick save there by Lindsay McDonald here with just 6 seconds left to go. Maybe one more look here. Puck makes its way into the corner. The Inferno are just going to pin it up against the boards, and The buzzer will sound on 2 periods of play as the Quad County Whitecaps Teal have a 2-0 lead as we enter the final period of play in the U18A Provincial Championship game. Lauren Smith, Casey McInnes with the 2 goals. We'll be back after about a 14-minute intermission here. You're watching the U18A Provincial Championship game on High Button Sports. All right, folks, with that puck drop, we are back underway. Third period action in the U18A final between the Metro East Inferno Fire and the Quad County Whitecaps Teal. A team that currently leads 2-0. Goals by Lauren Smith and Casey McInnes. Inferno looking for a quick one here. And on the forecheck is Hache. She's been all over the puck tonight. Has had a lot of looks from in tight, just about having another one there. That one gets sent out, and now we have a foot race for it, but it'll be number 12, Julia McPhee, getting there first. Gonna fire that off the far boards. Settled down now by McLeod. That one sent across into the near side corner. The U18A provincial title on the line. Troy Langstaff with you here on High Button Sports as our coverage of Provincials rolls on and wraps up in about an hour's time. We got one game going on Rink D. That's the U18AA final. Well, we sure are in store for an exciting finish in this one. The Inferno are going to need at least 2 to at least extend it to some extra time, bearing that they keep the puck out of their own net. McInnes, the fireboards. Here's McDonald. We'll play it up for McCausland. McInnes going to send it into the offensive zone for a moment. There's Scotland. Bumps the player hard on the boards, and Scotland's going to be heading to the box for 2 minutes or less. And that's a penalty every way you look at it. And now the referee's discussing on what to call. So it's going to be a 2-minute minor for boarding and an offensive zone draw upcoming here for the Quad County Whitecaps. So Scotland in the box for boarding. And the Whitecaps looking to extend the lead to 3 and maybe put things out of reach early here in this third period. Sharp angle shot that sails high into the glass over the head of McDonald. Whitecaps work it down low. Cycled into the far corner for Smith. Already on the scoreboard once tonight. McCausland trying to shovel it out. Kept inside. That was a big play there, getting to the line in time, able to hold it in. Now it gets sent out. Backhand pass off the far boards to no one. McCausland will get there. Play it back to Abby McDonald, who's going to send that at least to the opposing blue line. Knocked back the other way, delayed offside. Just for a second as it is called here against Quad County. 50 seconds already gone in the penalty to Scotland. 12:32 to go in the third. Sent in by the Inferno. Just pushed up against the boards. That looked like by one of the Whitecaps players, O'Coin. Not sure what the reason for that was. Maybe didn't want to turn it over in the offensive zone, but now maybe a 2-on-2 the other way, but getting quickly back is Emily McLeod. In the far corner, thrown up the boards by DeMont, held in at the line by Smith. Smith trying to work it into the corner. That pass intended by O'Coin was looking to come back to the near sideline, but whiffed on it. That's sent in on goal, into the corner rather. Smith, far blue line, holds it in, slides that into the middle, takes a short hop as it's collected by Abigail McLeod. McLeod down the far side on a little short-handed rush here, going to spin back and play it back into the neutral zone, looking to just kill off some time. Some smart play here by the Inferno. DeMont will play it up. That's sent in on McIsaac. Will go down as a save, although it wasn't super dangerous. Now just a couple seconds left as Scotland stands in the box ready to come out. Penalty is over. Whitecaps unable to capitalize on it. Carried out by McInnes. McInnes down the far side. You can overhear the Inferno coach saying just 2 shots. We're 2 shots away. We'll start with 1. 2 shots away from tying the game up. They need 2 goals here in the final 10:50 at least. And like I said earlier, got to keep the puck out of their own net as well. Carried across the line. Judry loses the puck. Smith, far side. She's been all over the ice here in this third period. Doesn't even seem like she's taking a shift off. Still with it. That's probably why. So talented and got lots of speed down the far side. Scored the first goal of the game. And has really been running the offense here for this Whitecaps team. That's played out as Matheson can't get there in time, was with fresh legs coming off the bench. Icing's waved off, saying that Matheson definitely could have got there. Slowed up a lot. Trying to force her way into the offensive zone as McLeod on the far side gets taken down, carried away here by Quad County. Into the final 10 minutes of the third period. Near side corner. Puck comes loose here for the Whitecaps. And that shot by Copley finds its way behind the net into the corner, around the boards. That's played out in front. Off the skate of Lace Smith. Plays it off the boards, but kept in by Cox. Now it comes out. Copley trying to spin and fire that into the offensive zone. That gets passed into center here. Now it's McLeod. McLeod right down Main Street with a breakaway. McLeod with the low shot and didn't get all she wanted on it as it stopped by McIsaac, and one of the Whitecaps defenders falling right on top of McIsaac. But a beauty of a chance there for the Ants. McLeod had a great opportunity, and the fresh ice, the puck just rolled right off her stick. And it was more of just a push towards the net. Wasn't the shot she necessarily wanted by any means. McIsaac is going to take a second for herself. Took a hard fall. One of her teammates fell right on her back as she was reaching for it. But looks to be okay as Scotland firing a sharp angle shot. Goes around the boards, back to the line, sent right back in. Scotland going to get there first. Centering feed goes off the back of the net. Still with it now. Trying to get that out in front again. Goes into the far corner. Here's Reed. Down low. Scotland trying to work it out in front with a shot. Rebounds loose. And just knocked wide of the net there by McLeod. It was Emily McLeod. And the Inferno getting a couple good chances there. Far corner, still 2-0 Quad County here in the final period of play. Just over 8 minutes to go. Now a foot race for it. Scotland on the end of a long shift here. Trying to beat O'Coin to the puck, centering feed. Comes back to the line, a chance here. Nice pass to the far side. Here's McPhee, gets a shot on goal and gloved down by Gracie May McIsaac. So the Inferno starting to get some good offensive zone time here and some good looks on net, but gotta think one's coming soon. Gotta keep up this pressure here, down by 2. Gotta start with just one. One shift at a time, gotta grind away. That's a face-off win. Gonna be sent in below the goal line. Actually comes all the way around the boards into the near side corner. Played back the other way. There's Smith chasing after it. Centering feed goes right through the crease. No one able to get a piece of it, and that's off the boards and gonna go the length of the ice. Doesn't have the gas to get there, no. It does actually, but it's waved off as Julia McPhee was racing back quickly enough to have it waved off. Certainly think it could have been icing, but we roll on here. 7.5 to go. Still 2-0 Quad County. Goals by Smith and McInnes. Worked up. Now here's Lee. Lee in on a one-on-one. Trying to cut into the middle. Has a puck knocked away. Good defensive stick there by Smith. Played back through the neutral zone. The Whitecaps making a couple changes. A little bit of time here for Hache. And some space. Nice feed over to the far side. Or McLeod looking to take the shot. Goes into some shin pads. The shin pads of Lauren Smith on the defensive side of things. That's played off the side of the goal. Got to be careful. Far boards now carried out by Paul. Trying to get that in the middle here for Copley. Knocked away by DeMont. Dumont battling for it, trying to get it up. Carried away here by Paul. Paul will backhand it into the zone. 6.5 left to go. It'll be a long 6.5 here for Quad County, but the fastest of the entire tournament for Metro East. Quad County has outscored this Metro East team 6-1 through almost 2 games. Birch gets it through the neutral zone, but just pushes it way too far ahead of herself. 6:07 left to go, and Quad County fending off a few good chances earlier in the period by the Inferno, but the Inferno haven't really created much more after those couple chances. Here's Lace Smith. Got to be careful here, almost kicks it right out in front and jumped on by McDonald. Slap shot from the point, didn't miss by much as McDonald went down on the butterfly and had the glove out, but it went wide. Far corner now. Played up the boards, takes a bounce over the stick of Matheson. Over to cover is O'Coin. Cross ice feed, gets a little bit behind Scotland. Actually almost deflected it to herself with a nice play. Now down the left side, still with it. Has it knocked away. Back in the corner. Here's Scotland with a backhand pass up for Marr. Marr swinging away, was into some legs and carried up by Hook's Horse across now for Beaton. Beaton in on a one-on-one. Can't get around the other number 4, Abby McDonald. There's McDonald, far side. Across the line with speed, will chip it into the corner for herself. There's McInnes as McInnes knocks over McDonald. Right around, here's Hook's Horse, some time here. Shipped around Marr, and that'll go for an icing here against Quad County with 4:48 to go. Face-off coming to the right of McIsaac. Back to the blue line. Here's McLeod. We'll feed it across. A little bit of room here. Shot taken. Puck's there and a quick whistle as it's waved off immediately. Oh, tough blow there for the Inferno. A very fast whistle there as the puck hadn't even settled in McIsaac and went off a skate and into the back of the net, but waved off immediately. A tough blow there for the Inferno. Now the officials having a word with the Inferno bench. Face-off coming to the left of McIsaac. You got to brush it off and move on. 4:40 to go. Off the face-off, almost carried out immediately by Quad County. Now played up the far boards. There's Copley. Has McDonald on the near side. Copley trying to cut into the middle. Has it knocked away. McPhee will play it up the boards. Gets it right back. Here's McPhee. Backhand pass. McLeod. McLeod being hounded in the neutral zone right now. Will carry it in. Down the left side. Will stop up. Lee will work it back to the point. McLeod, long shot, looking for deflection in front, and just goes wide. That went right across the net and wide on the far side. So the Inferno getting something going here. That's played out in front. Down low goes McLeod. Will cut it out and try to force it into that crease area. Here's Lee down low. Gets bumped off the puck here. 3 3/4 left to go. Back at the line, held in by the Inferno. Some really good pressure here in the last couple minutes and some good chances as well. Hache. Glove down in front, knocked away. Far side circle, shot taken. That goes off a body and wide. Near side post, trying to tuck that in. below the goal line, trying to get it away. That one goes across as McLeod just swiped at it. Slap shot from a sharp angle, doesn't get through. Behind the net now. Work back the other way, sent up the boards by Quad County. 3:15 left to go in the period now. Off the boards for McLeod. I think almost with this pressure, maybe pull the goalie. Three minutes left to go. They continue to battle for it along the boards, the near side boards to the left of the Quad County bench. That gets worked out, and that's just going to be cleared by Paul. But that will go for an icing here against Quad County as they are on their heels right now. But of course, here in minor hockey, are allowed to change on icings, but still, Metro East Inferno maybe not even wanting to take a timeout right now with the good momentum that you've created. Maybe wait for another whistle or two before you do so. But again, keep in mind, down by 2 goals here in this third period. Trying to work it up the wall. Kept in by Lace Smith. A lot of time for Quad County on the far side. There's Ashley Paul. Now it's almost a 4-on-2 the other way. Still in between the net, in between the pipes, is McDonald. Inferno forcing a turnover down below the goal line. Trying for a short pass out front for Scotland, who couldn't connect. Good poke check there by Quad County. That gets in behind the Inferno. Now diving at it was Hagen. Sent in, icing waved off. 2 minutes left to go in the third period. Quad County Whitecaps Teal with a 2-goal lead. But the last 2.5 minutes of play have been spent in their own zone. Lauren Smith is just going to skate it out and do it herself here. Smith still with it, cutting back on her forehand. Has it roll off her stick. Going to center that out in front. Got to be careful here. Now a shot taken, pad save, loose again. It's still loose, and now jumping on it quickly here is Lindsay McDonald. Just stopping that up. Now probably time for a timeout here, you'd think. It looks like the Inferno are going to ask for one, and they will get one. .134 left to go in the third period. Quad County, 2 goals off the stick of Smith and McInnes. Looking for their second win over this Inferno team in just as many days. You could argue that they both mean just as much considering they had to win yesterday to get to the final. They are here, and now they're on their heels the last 3 or 4 minutes. The Inferno just throwing pucks on the net. Had a goal waved off that, from my point of view, maybe should have counted. It was a very fast whistle. I don't know what the officials said over the Inferno bench to explain why that happened. Maybe the net came off or something, but based on the information that I have, which is none, it seems like that goal should have counted, but you got to shake it off. Like I said, you have 1.5 minutes to work with. And now you have a defensive zone draw as well, so you're going to have to win the draw, get the puck out, and get the goalie out of the net as fast as you can. Different story if it's just 1 goal, but seems like a tough mountain to climb here. 1.5 minutes to go in a high-pressure situation. Troy Langstaff with you on the High Button Sports live stream coverage of the U18A Provincial Championship game. Off the boards, across the line. Near side, looking to work it into the slot. That shot goes in between the legs of O'Coin as Lindsay McDonald heads to the bench for the extra attacker. That puck's going to come out of the zone, and now you got to stay on it. You can't let them even get a shot off outside the Inferno line. Off the far boards, McLeod can't get it in along the line now. Trying to skate it across in a delayed offside here against the Inferno, and that might help them out as that's going to be sent the length of the ice and will be called for an icing. 56.4 to go. Inferno coach saying you got to make sure there's 2 on the puck at all times. Just the way you got to play it. When you got the extra attacker out there, that's how you use them. Face off coming to the left of Gracie May McIsaac, who has stopped everything that's come her way so far. Quad County able to get the puck out. There's Smith, and that's going to go for an icing again, killing off about 9.5 seconds. I mean, if you're the Whitecaps and you just want to do that the rest of the game, that's fine, considering you're up by 2, but face off again, upcoming to the left of McIsaac. That one's cleared out of the zone. That will not have the legs for icing, so now you got to get back quickly. McDonald just going to fire that. It goes off his stanchion. An awful hop to take here for the Inferno. Off the near side boards, 30 seconds left to go. A little bit of time for O'Coin. Going to feed it across for Smith. Smith gets it up across the Inferno blue line, but in there too early was Shayna Hooksworth, so offside. Face-off going to come outside the Quad County line. 25.4 to go, 2-0 Quad County. Puck played over to the far boards, stepped out, pushed in. You got to get some players in there. If you're the Inferno, that's cleared, but stopped in the neutral zone. Just 12 seconds left to go as it's pushed in by McDonald. Into the near side corner now. Just 5 seconds left to go. A battle for it continues, and that's going to do it as the buzzer sounds, and a shutout by Gracie May McIsaac, and the Quad County Whitecaps Teal are provincial champions, U18A. So the Whitecaps celebrate, and the Inferno console each other. Unable to even get on the board here in the championship game. In the last 2 days, the Quad County Whitecaps Teal have 2 victories over this Inferno team, outscoring them 6-1. But a very impressive game there by the Whitecaps. Even better game by Gracie May McIsaac. Made some phenomenal saves when she had to, and a couple of nice shots off the sticks of Lauren Smith and Casey McKinnon were the difference here. In the U18 final, we'll have handshakes, and then we'll stay for the medal presentations and trophy and banner presentations as well. So we'll let those play out. All right, folks, well, that will do it. Final score 2-0. We'll wait here for player of the game. Caitlin Lee is going to be the player of the game for the Metro East Inferno Fire. Number 9, Shayna Hooksworth, the player of the game for the Quad County Whitecaps. But that'll do it for our coverage of the Female Provincial Championships here from Bedford. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in this weekend. We had a phenomenal time covering, and it was quite an honor to be here. We had an excellent time ourselves. If you want us for your next event, be sure to contact us at High Button Sports. Wherever you can find us, send us a message. We'll be there in a heartbeat. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in this weekend. It was a whole lot of fun. Have a great weekend.